Wow, there's so many fighters here. There's so much people. Oh wait, they're level 4? Wait, what? Is that a dreadnought? Did you really have to send a dreadnought at me? So I got a bunch of missions to do. These missions might be a little different from the other ones we get on the Galaxy Web, on the Mercenary and on the Freelancers Guild. It'll take a little while to fly to each one of those missions, but by the end it's gonna be worth it because we should by then have built an army. So let me go and head out to our first male mission here, that's how they are called, the faction missions, and recruit some people. Man, who the hell those pirates think they are? Like the Reapers from Mass Effect? Look where I am. They're outside the system. Wow, there's so many fighters here. Oh god, we don't have the support squad yet, so let me just pop a few consumables and turn on our weapons. There's so much people. Oh wait, they're level 4? Well, I was gonna kill everyone in a single spin, but they escaped from my fire. Oh, that's so funny. Why is everyone level 4? Those male missions, their levels can be pretty random, so that may be good and may be bad. Oh, we got soldier level. Yeah, that's a bug. That's definitely a bug. I think I heard of this before, but I never saw it personally. It used our soldier level to base those enemies on. So finally we got some experience with soldier, and actually we can buy a new perk. Yay! And now we get 25% more experience with soldier. I'm gonna go for chronostep next to slow down time. This is like the cheesiest perk. I'm gonna grab, there's too much loot here. Let's grab all the loot from these tier 4 guys, and I'm gonna try to capture some pods, so be right back. So in this next faction mission we're gonna do is level 30. This next mission we are doing is actually a T4 mission, level 30. People are level 31, so I expect to get damaged here. I'm gonna have to kill those guys pretty quick, and I'm dead. Actually, I might give up on these missions, like level 31, T4, I'm not really into that. The male missions are pretty random. You have to keep an eye on their level, on their difficulty. Oh wait, that's a drone carrier. That's cool. Drone carriers are really tough, but this one is pretty weak. I think they're actually unbalanced, like they have way too much health. But this one is low level, so he just got wrecked by us. And we completed another mission and got a lot of more loot. Oh, and would you look at that, we have 20 Earthlings on our organization, so we can return to the HQ and keep on with the mission. And before we keep going with the mission, we have 25 members, so let's add everyone to the army. Let's break our faction's economy. Let's click one of those guys, and then we can come here and see, well, what do I want? We pretty much need at least 4 soldiers and 4 pilots for our own use, but we also need a space squadron with 5 ships and a ground squadron with 5 soldiers. That way we can start taking over enemy stations. And then everyone that comes into the faction after that is gonna be a space pilot. So yeah, we'll keep those guys as freelancers, and as they get enough experience, we will move them into appropriate squads. I'm just gonna do one more of those male missions because they are actually dropping some loot, and then we're gonna keep going with the main story. How much money you make, if you pick harder missions, you can actually do a lot more money. In case you are lucky and drop like very expensive components, it can happen. You can drop some very expensive stuff randomly on higher level, higher tier missions. And at least to me, that's when I start being able to buy the ships I want and the equipment I want. It's actually a bit more luck based. Of course, you can grind your money, but wait, what? Is that a dreadnought? Did you really have to send a dreadnought at me? In a level 1 at that? Yeah, this guy can't really do much damage to us because he's low level. He can still bother us a lot. I don't remember seeing this happening before. Is this new? I don't remember seeing this. He called for support, and those ships here appeared, and they had a symbol on them. Do you guys see that? Like an arrow, a green arrow? I don't know what that means. Just gonna kill them. Otherwise, maybe if I kill the dreadnought first, those support ships will run away. So what I'm really interested in the future is battle with like these big ships with modular damage, because I think some ships already has modular damage, but they are not really in the game yet properly. But they are in the game, but they don't appear during gameplay. Does that make sense? And of course, we're cheating by playing space missions and gaining soldier level in a way, but we are also gaining pilot level, so that's really weird. And see here, that's the problem of doing easy missions. You may get a bunch of experience, but look at the price of the stuff, like 90k, 4k, that's worthless at this point for us in the game. Things are too expensive because we're too high level. Sometimes I derp. There's the Etox system in the Etox planet, and I can't find the mission objective, but that's because the mission objective is on planet Bryon on Etox, and the planet is here. So be aware of that. So let's go back into our super secret HQ again, and it's under the ground. So we have to start a meeting here. I don't really remember this part of the story. Let's see what happens. Have to interact with the table.
Before we start the meeting, we need to decide on something.
We have captured a lot of prisoners in recent battles, but we don't know what to do with them. Our organization needs to decide on a policy in this regard.
I think holding captives is dangerous and bad for the reputation of our organization. We should show our enemies that we are more compassionate than they are. Let's return these prisoners to their homes and families. If we follow this policy for a while, our enemies will show us the same treatment. This strengthens our hand in the long run.
The most ridiculous thing I've heard lately. If we release the prisoners, they will appear again with new equipment, and this time, they will be more courageous. After all, they make sure that nothing will happen to them when they surrender. Let's be realistic. Money is what keeps an organization afloat. If we run out of money, these loyal soldiers of yours will stab you in the back. If you want to try, raise military taxes. See what happens. There are two jobs that make the most money: drug and slave trade. If we enslave these captives and sell them in the slave market and distribute this money to our own soldiers, we will both make our soldiers happy and gain more soldiers in long term.
How sick you are!
I think the most logical thing to do is to proceed with military methods. Let's keep our prisoners as bargaining chips. The way we treat the prisoners of the enemy, the same way they treat our captive soldiers. Let's make a suitable prison for them and use it as a bargaining chip in diplomatic deals.
So, the last word is yours. Which way do you think we should go?
So again, interesting enough, the AI, the robot tells us to be nice and to set everybody free no matter what they did. And the crazy guy, Molyax, tells us to sell them as slaves and that we should do some drug trading. Which are not implemented yet, by the way, so I'm not sure what could happen when those features are implemented. And of course, it's a good idea to pair up whatever you choose here with the path you chose. So if you chose the chaos path, selling people as slaves makes more sense. And if you chose the democracy path or the good guys path, choosing this empowers your faction even more. Since I chose the justice path before, I'm gonna do here and go the path of the Geneva Conventions or whatever this is, the middle way.
Good call.
It is your call, but lots of people are to be fed for nothing if you ask me. Now that we have decided on this, we can return to our main topic.
There is a station named Integration Center in the Heseed system. In the galaxy, it is referred to as the place of human integration station. In that system ruled by House Surrogate.
House Surrogate was the weakest family in the galaxy. During the Oprana leadership, they rose using humans. After Oprana's death, his stepdaughter Surrogate took the throne, and I know Sura. She's a complete idiot. I think they are the family that should be wiped out first from the galaxy.
I agree.
We need to conquer and destroy that station.
In this way, we can ensure that the galaxy can hear us, and that the Earthlings can trust us.
Before proceeding, I must add that our soldiers are not experienced yet. Entering this battle directly can cause a lot of casualties. I advise you to let your soldier do some freelance missions until they gain combat experience.
Robot is right. It would be wise to let our pilots gain some experience. In the meantime, you can upgrade your ship and weapons. As far as I can see, your ship still has mediocre equipment.
However, this does not prevent us from determining our strategy.
By the way, I've been telling you for a while that I'm not feeling well.
Uh-oh.
Recently, this situation has started to deteriorate. I'm working on a solution, but it wouldn't make sense for me to join you in this battle.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure about what is wrong, but my body sometimes gives incomplete or incorrect response to my commands. I don't want to mess things up in such an important battle.
That's enough drama. Can we get back to our main topic now?
Okay,
We
let's
need 3
open that
pilot squads
interface.
and 1 dropship for this battle.
Oh no, the
First,
game's gonna mess
give
up
these
my
roles to your soldiers via
organization
faction
here.
interface.
So we need 3 pilot squads and 1 dropship. Okay, to do pilot squads, let's just move our pilots to the same squad. They're not really trained yet, but let's do this. And I'm also gonna add the soldiers to the same squad here.
In order to organize an operation, open the operations panel.
So right now we have the Nova squad available, and we have all of the squads we need for this operation, for the mission we're going to do. We have 3 Space Forces squad, and we have our 1 Ground Force squad. So what they wanted to do to open the operation
Now
screen,
select set operate. Now find House Saragon in the list
and we need
click
to
it.
and we need to grab House Saragon. To find them easily, just sort by level here. They are usually one of the weakest.
Now find and select integration state. Set this station as the operate. Good. We set our attack target. Now we need to set tactics. Our goal is to capture the integration station, but the station is surrounded by support buildings. Every support building we capture will weaken the station, and if we land troops on a weakened station, our chances of success will be higher.
Okay, I think we should take the turret quarters first, with all the fighter squads we have.
Or we can send 2 troops to turret quarter and 1 to docks. We don't want surprise ships during battle.
Interestingly, I agree with Molyax. We shouldn't divide our troops. Let's take the turret quarter first.
Now push all 3 fighter squads to the battlefield by pressing the Add to Battle button, and order an attack on the turret quarter.
Yeah, so this is the first operation we are planning.
Now press the next phase button.
Over here.
Okay, after we capture that point, we can divide our force between barracks and shield quarters. Now select these ships and send them to these places.
I don't know if this operation will work. We'll have to wait a little bit. Because Saragon's at level 17 or something. Let's send more guys to the shields, actually.
Good. Now select the dropship and send it to the main building. It is wise to bombard the main building while our soldiers try to take it. You can send fighter squads to the main building to siege. When you are ready, press execute button to send these tactics to squads.
We're gonna send all the ships over here to bombard the station. And
You
execute.
have determined your strategy for this battle. You can now close this interface.
Click close. And she's probably gonna tell us to click on execute here. Whoops, thankfully I didn't press execute because our people are pretty weak. So we have to wait for them to level up. At least the pilots, they have to be around level 17 at least. So yeah, make sure when you're at this point in the game that you check House Saragon average soldier level. What will happen is your soldiers will be training, but every time you level up, Saragon might level up too. Enemy factions actually get stronger over time. So basically you have to have your soldiers be stronger than the enemy faction before starting, otherwise you lose a lot of people. Our current objective on the main story is to do this operation, but we really can do it until our soldiers are around level 20.